Okay, hey, I'm Andrew. I'm going to help you tackle this rear door panel on a 2009 Dodge Caliber. If you're ever wondering why they design stuff like this, I don't know. I have a theory, but if you need to get the door panel off, this is how you're going to start. Get you some sort of pick tool. And the door handle here, you've got a little trap door. I've already taken it off. It's got like a T25 torque here. Same thing up here by the door handle. Insert right back here and pull. Got to get this cover off, toss aside, and it's going to also have a torque fastener there. I actually wanted to do this video because I myself, as a glass technician, go so long between doing jobs, and I couldn't remember how to do this one. And I imagine if you're a do-it-yourself person and you're trying to work on your Dodge Caliber and you have trouble getting into it, you're not alone. You're not alone at all. Be one of those ones. I don't know why they design it the way they do. Okay, so this one is different. This whole section here pops off. It's got a cover here. I insert something up here or alongside, and it pops loose, and it's going to reveal more fasteners for you. Okay, sounds like we're breaking it, but it's got these little clips that fasten here. You're gonna have 10 millimeter here that's gonna have to come out. There's one kind of hidden here if you don't realize to look down. What I was doing before I did this video, I went ahead and snap this off completely, get it out of the way. This reminds me of a Dodge, or excuse me, of Jeep Compass rear door. Has a very similar setup. It's actually one of my top content videos for YouTube for auto glass stuff that I do because it's just confusing. I'm gonna take this cover off this speaker. Okay, gonna need to remove the speaker. Okay, I've got some more 10 millimeter. I just talked about these 10 millimeter. There's one that's hidden way over here. Where is that? There it is. Got that one hidden there. Got some more fasteners down here. Gonna need to take the speaker out. More torque. Okay, I'm gonna start with just the 10 millimeter. Oh no, wait, I got this one is a T20. Go ahead and remove your speaker. The two different color fasteners. One's fastener is longer than the other. Goes all the way through into the door, not just the panel itself. This one's shorter. Goes just into the panel. That speaker's got to come out because it does have fasteners that go all the way through it to the door. Just like that. Swap out here for the 10 millimeter. I'm actually here today to get the vent glass out of here for our eBay store. If you're a do-it-yourselfer and you broken auto glass parts, we do have an eBay store. I'll put the link in the video. Okay, once we got those 10 millimeters out, I think there is a torque that I missed. Get all the way down here. Yes, no, 10 millimeter. Oh, it's not. Oh, couldn't see it very well. All right, that's it for the 10 millimeter bolts. There is one other thing that I found helpful to pull to get this door panel off, and it is the actuator here on the side. I think it was a T30. So this right over here, because this actuator actually connects right here. There's a fastener that comes into the panel. So when you're trying to remove this, it just seems like it made sense to go ahead and loosen these. Don't lose your screws. Okay, there is another part that's going to disconnect. But once we got that loose, should be able to pull up on this panel. Okay, another note here for you. It's got these little connectors to the regulator, and it's like a little clip catches on there. I don't know how well you can see that. Just gotta kind of wiggle it up and down. So now we got our panel loose, and then like the actuator is connected. You see it's starting to pull through. To get your panel off, it almost seems like you just have to do that. You have to remove. But there's another component to this that you do need to disconnect. This you need to be careful. But in here you have the basically the arm that connects the outer handle. Okay, so that when you pull on the handle, it actuates the lock. You got to disconnect that arm. right here. Let's see if I see. Point my finger at where to see. This right here. That's gotta be disconnected. This one might be the harder part for any of you all, and it's actually hard for me to be able to video it so you see what I'm talking about. Okay, that will no doubt be the most difficult part for any of you at home that aren't used to doing auto glass. Got this arm that connects in here and then snaps to secure it, just like these other ones here. As you can see, it has a plastic hook that wraps around that bar. You just have to pop it off loose, and then it at least allows you to disconnect that bar. Probably the hardest part. Okay, now you have access to your window regulator. You have access, you know, for my intents and purposes, I'm pulling this to get the vent glass for our eBay store, and probably this rear door glass too. So if you're someone who's replacing a regulator, now that you have the door panel off, you know you have access to these 10 Miller bolts to be able to swap out your window regulator. If you're like me and you're out at the salvage yard and you have no power, I strip these and put power source to it so I can roll the window down so I can get these parts. I'm going to show you that real quick. One last bolt. Vent glass and door glass. I hope that was helpful for you.